Welcome to the show.
Right in the
Coffee
morning,
with Nikkie.
right
In this morning show, we are here to inspire you about building your own business and helping you stay on track of your goals. It's a daily cup of motivation. A supportive group of women who wants to see you succeed in your business, and we'll support you every step of the way.
right in the morning.
Just put your mind to it. Coffee with Nikkie. Coffee with
Wake
Nikkie.
up everybody in the morning, wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo. Wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning, I'm yawning, brainstorming when my mind is forming. Time to tune to this morning show early in the morning. Listen to Coffee with Nikkie, oh yes, she's busy. If you need help, tune on the channel right with me. Strong, independent women, make it sound easy. Wake up everybody in the morning, wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo.
Are live and welcome to Coffee with Nikkie, your daily cup of information and inspiration. You already know what to do. Soon as you walk in, hit the thumbs up button and don't forget to click subscribe. Now grab your pen, your pad, and your coffee because it's time to get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Good morning. Yes, so when I'm behind the scenes, I'm hyping myself up. So, good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing this amazing morning? How are you doing? We got some sunny skies this morning. It's feeling a little fallish to us over here. It's really pretty cool outside, and I don't think our weather's going to get out of the 70s, 80s this week, but we shall see. It's getting cold fast, and all of the acorns is covering the ground, which means we're supposed to have a bad winter. So we'll see. So welcome everybody. Welcome. I am Miss Nikkie. I am the Dean of Bubble Babes University, and thank you so much for joining us. This is your daily cup of motivation and inspiration. Well, your motivation and inspiration, information and inspiration. Hello. Okay, so how's everybody doing? I know that everybody is not in the room. Why? Because I realized that I didn't schedule out the rest of the week. So I had to just go live immediately. So if you can, please take out this link. Please take this link and share it with others and tell them come join us over here because the link was not posted. So tell them come on over here and join us because we are still live this morning. So good morning. Y'all see my money over there? I'm manifesting. You see right there in the back that little shiny thing says 10,000. We manifesting. I don't have anything larger. So this is what we're going to be manifesting right here. We're manifesting that plus, right? So let me check and see who is in the building. Thank you everybody for riding with me and thank you for checking to see where we were. So I appreciate y'all. So the first person in the building is Big Meech. Good morning, Big Meech, and good morning, Jordan. How are you guys doing this amazing morning? Let's see, Miss Meechy. Big Meechy said, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Jasmine. Jasmine is second in the building. Good morning, Angie. Angie's in the building. She said, good morning. Good morning, Crystal. Crystal said, good morning, everybody. I am blessed. Good morning, Miss Lois. Miss Lois says she is blessed. Good morning, Naomi. Y'all already know. Naomi says she's awake, alive, and blessed. Yes, and yes. Nietzsche says, I am wrapped up in my blanket as I work. I'm telling you, it is so cold. It is like, I'm telling you, it feels like spring. Spring, fall. We have not even, I don't feel like I was in any summer clothes. Like, I don't feel like we had enough heat for me to have been in any summer clothes at all. And I'm like, it's already time for me to pull out my hoodies. Like, where did the summer go? I guess I'm going to experience all of summer when we get to Texas. At the end of the month, when we get there, I'm going to experience all of the heat because we didn't get it here. Good morning, church. Good morning, Greater Calvary Baptist Church. Oh, good morning, everyone. Michelle. Hey, Michelle. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Betty Rose. Miss Betty Rose says, we are blessed and shifting. Come on, shifts. Yes. Good morning, Yolanda. Good morning. She said, good morning, tribe. How is everybody doing? We all agree that we need to reset. And so the words that we are going to be focusing on today is going to be reframe, reprioritize, and reinvent, right? This time that we are resetting does not mean it's a loss. It is a time that we are reflecting on the things that are no longer serving us, that are no longer working for us, things that need to change. And this is giving us a perfect time to refocus and to see what we need to do and what we need to focus more on. And so our words for today is going to be reframe, reprioritize, and reinvent. So I got my notes. Again, I have to do a better job. Let me tell y'all something. I have to do a better job of posting my notes and reposting the replays in the community, because I have not been posting as consistently as I need to. Usually I do it as soon as the show is over. I'm like just sending everything over. And I don't know what is wrong with me, but I have not. So I need to get back on it so that you guys can have the notes. And I'm telling you, the notes that I have from today are definitely something that you guys will want to print out and write notes on and everything like that. So we are all in agreement about the reset. Yes, yes, and yes, y'all. Wow, it's cold on the east already. This weather is weird, so weird. Miss Lloyd says she's jealous because it's warm in Texas. It is not warm here. I told you that, due to the weather, like a lot of the things that need heat, like cucumbers, peppers, I know though, and tomatoes, I know they need the heat, and we didn't have enough heat to produce enough. Like I'm telling you, I told you yesterday I didn't harvest any tomatoes yet. I have a bunch of tomatoes, and that is it. I have a few turning red. I think I have two turning red, and then I have three that are still green, but nothing. I no peppers, not even, I don't even have a little bud of a pepper. I do have some flowers, but I don't even have the bud of the pepper. Like, what is going on? And for the cucumbers, I only got two cucumbers, and they were small. I have one more growing on the vine, but that is it. My cucumber plants are high, but there is nothing growing on it. So it really sucked as far as my growing season. I really was not happy with my growing season. It's a lot of things that I grew. I actually got my second radish off of, because I've never grown radish before. This is what, the third year I attempted to grow radish, and I got two this time. Usually I get absolutely none, and nothing ever happens. So I have some radish. One thing that would make me feel successful with my growing season is beets, because I always try to grow beets and I never get to have a good sized beet. So that's one. And then the collard greens are growing, but something is eating it. I'm going out there all the time, putting the powder out there so that whatever's eating my greens is these little wormy things. I seen them and I'm plucking them off and doing all the things, but they're still tearing apart. They're devouring my greens. So that is not growing as well as I would like it to, but I mean, I could probably eat them. Like it wouldn't be enough. It would be enough for only one person to enjoy them. But yeah, if I grow that, then I'll be, I feel successful. And also lettuce was another thing that I was unable to grow in my previous, gardening experience. Lettuce was something that just wouldn't pop. And I was able to get some good lettuce off of my plants. But the lettuce is something that I started from a start. I didn't grow those from seed. My friend was like, "You cheated." I was like, "A win is a win. A win is a win. If I got the lettuce from there, I am saying it is a win." So with that being said, y'all, is anybody in here growing anything? I know I seen Jasmine, she's growing some vegetables. I seen she has something going. I know Naomi has her garden going. And Michi, I know she's doing something. Are you still doing it? I know with this weather is terrible. And I know Miss Quell, she got her little greenery going too. So everybody, y'all should grow something. And you could see, I mean, if you just look at it from an entrepreneurial standpoint, if you look at how you develop the seed, and see all the things that you need to do to cultivate the seed and how it grows, you'll see yourself growing in that as well. So you could say, at least, because a lot of the times as entrepreneurs, we don't see ourselves as growth. We don't see the growth in ourselves, right? Sometimes we see more of the disappointment. We see more of the failure. We don't see what it took for us to get there, and that there was growth, and that we can see that there was some kind of growth and some kind of change, right? And within a seed, and you put it in the soil, soil, you get to see that. You get to see it pop up. You get to see that it's starting to emerge up out of the dirt. You get to see, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get to see all of the steps. And I think that is something, as entrepreneurs, at least plant a seed just so you can see, and just make it something that's representative of you, your journey. So I'm saying, get a seed in the ground, get a seed in the ground, and get it in a pot. Get it somewhere, right? Get it somewhere. Miss Loy says it's hot as heck. Ooh. My little sprouts trying to do something. They're sitting in the sunny window. Too hot to put them outside. Yep. And that is so nice. Once you start seeing the sprout, it just feels like, oh my gosh, everything could happen. You know what I mean? And that's how we need to see ourselves as entrepreneurs. We need to be able to see, yes, you may not be where you want to be, but you have sprouted out. You have taken the steps that you needed to become an entrepreneur, to start your business, to grow your business. And you may be a little sprout right now, but you're going to turn into some major fruit. You're about to turn into some major fruit. Put some ones in the chat if y'all with me. Put some ones in the chat if you are with me. Good morning, Chantel. Good morning. She said, good morning, ladies. I am blessed. Yes, and yes. Let me know if you feel me. If y'all with me with the garden, you know me. I will tell you a garden story in a minute. I'll tell you a garden story in a minute. So right now you may be a little sprout, but you're about to produce some major fruit. Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning. You are about to produce some major fruit. Let me know if y'all with me. Let me know if you with me. Put ones in the chat. Ones in the chat. Okay, so the words we are going to be talking about today. Oh, come on, thumbs up. I gotta get to it because I put my papers on top of my keyboard. So the words we are talking about today is reframing, reprioritizing, and reinventing. Right? And all of these rewords, I don't want anybody to feel like they need to be shying away from restarting. I don't want anybody to feel like they should feel some type of way because they need to reset. I just read somebody had posted on their Instagram stories, start over as many times as you need to. As entrepreneurs, sometimes we don't feel like we've done exactly the way, done things exactly the way that we should have done it, right? But it doesn't mean that what we did was right or wrong. It means that we've tried something and that way didn't work, but now we have a better understanding of what can work. And sometimes if you don't start at all, you don't have a working space to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have a space to work from if you don't start at all. So at least if you start, you have something to work with. You know something to expect. Okay, so I know I did this and I still got a long ways to go, but I'm going to do all of these things, and I know what I need in order to get to that next level. I know what I need to take my business to the next level, but you have to at least start. A lot of the times people are sitting here waiting on being perfect. Don't worry about being perfect. Worry about starting. And then again, if you have something to work with, you could assess what needs to be done and what you need to change and what you need, period, right? And so I want to suggest that if you are in that season right now, and I'll tell you too, we are not the only ones, not me, not you. There are seasoned professionals. I am watching so many videos of people who were killing the game, people who were doing the damn thing, and right now everybody is in this same season, right? This season for entrepreneurs right now is a change. It's things are being shaken up. Things that you have now is the time for adaptation, right? Now is the time for restructuring. Now is the time for reassessing. Now is the time for us to look at things and see things are changing. So what do I need to do to roll with the times, right? What do I need to do to roll with the punches? How am I going to maintain, right? And so this is not a bad thing, right? If we look at it one way, it could be a bad thing. But if you look at it like a way of improvement and a way that you just need to pivot and you have to adapt, then you can see things in a different way, right? Let me know if y'all with me. Let me know. Let me make sure I didn't lose you. Let me see. I bought a hydroponics growing system and we'll have my mini indoor garden going. Good. My outdoor garden needs work and we'll be ready for growing next season. I mean, next year. Got you. My friend Donovan, Oh my gosh. He used to grow food for the homeless with the hydroponics. Cucumbers, lettuce, onions, strawberries, like everything. All that stuff he was growing in the apartment. So and he was feeding the homeless with like organic salads and stuff like that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Um that's something I may look into too, just because I have options. I could put it in the garage. I struggled after my plants fell, and and planter fell on them. Got you, got you, got you. Got you, got you, got you. So is everybody comfortable? As does everybody feel a little bit better about the reset? Right? Because a lot of us, and I'm speaking to you guys in the DMs, people were feeling like something is wrong with me. Maybe this ain't for me. Maybe I'm not doing something right. Like and it's not just you. It is a time for restructure. It is a time for you to use this to analyze whatever can work for you. Whatever will work for you in the future. It's a time for change. Everything changes, and we have to change with it. Right? Everything is changing. Seasons are changing. As you can see, we just had this conversation with my garden, right? The season feel like it's already changing. I already feel like my growing season has been stunted because the season is coming too early. Things may be changing too quickly in the market for us to feel like we're able to keep up, or we feel like, what I'm saying, we're able to easily transition into it. Sometimes it don't happen like that. Right now it feels like fall is already here. We're not easing into the season. It feels like it's fall already. It feels like we didn't say, it didn't just go, we didn't even have the heat, right? So it didn't go from hot to warm to cool. No, 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 no. We had warm and we in cold. That's where we are in Pennsylvania. Like, it didn't happen for us. And so when the seasons change, there's usually a gradual transition. And for us right now, and for us in business, there may not be a gradual transition. It may be something that is abrupt, and it is something that we are going to have to look at, and we're going to have to flip the switch, and we're going to have to change up some stuff. So let me know if y'all with me. Let me know if y'all with me. So the first word we're going to talk about is reframing, and I'm going to look at my notes so I can make sure I say everything that I need to say. So to reframe is the act of changing or altering the way that you perceive, interpret or understand a situation, event, or a problem, right? And so what's going on right now allows you the time to look at the way you're doing things and see, okay, so what adjustments do I need to do? Right. And for me, I realized that I was not being omnipresent enough. I realized that I was coasting. I realized that I was being complacent, because when the sales are high, I'm just doing, I'm not doing bare minimum. I'm filling orders, and I'm still posting, and I'm still doing that, but I'm not doing even more than that. I'm not improving on what I'm doing. I'm just coasting with what I have. And that is not going to allow me to be better. That is not going to allow me to continue to get a continuous stream of customers. So I know now, right? I'm looking at the way that I'm doing things, and I know that when I am doing extremely well, it is still important for me to continue to do all of the things that I was doing previously to bring in more customers, to bring in more people, so that I can have a steady flow of customers. How many of you guys are with me? And let me know if you are, you have to do the same thing as well. I know yesterday when I was talking about, the coasting and being complacent, a lot of you guys were saying, yes, Nikki, that's what I do too. When sales, when I have the sales, when the orders are coming in, I'm not doing the same amount of work that I used to do. I'm not staying on top of the work that needs to be done, or the work on the back end that needs to be done to bring in the new people. Why? Because you have the orders flowing in. You are making these quotas that you want to make. And so therefore, you don't feel it's necessary in order for you to do those things, but you're going to wait until it gets bad, until you're in the drought season, and then you're going to try to pick up. And again, remember I said, once you reach drought season, you're not going to be picking up where you left off. You're picking up where you're picking up further behind from where you even started, right? And so we have to not wait until we hit drought season in order for us to maintain and to do the things that we need to do in order to recycle out our customers. Yes, yes, and yes. Let me know. Let me know if you with me. So by reframing, I wrote by reframing, you can turn whatever negative experiences. So if things aren't working out for you right now, maybe your store is slow right now. Maybe the customers coming in is slow right now. Maybe you're not being consistent on social media right now. You could look at all these things where you were lacking and start coming up with a plan on how you can better improve, right? How can you make that better? How can you show up more? What can you do, right? Because you already know what doesn't work. So now, what can we do to make this thing work? How can I hold myself accountable to make these things work? How can I make this failure how can I make this failure seem like a learning experience? This is a stepping stone. This is something where I'm a learning moment for me. How can I learn in this very moment? And what can I do? And start creating strategy, start creating a plan, right? You don't need to have a million different, like, oh, wait a minute. I need to take this class, that class, that class. A lot of the times we just need to see what we're doing, analyze what we're doing, and see, take record and see, okay, so this was working when I did this. A lot of customers were coming in, so I need to do that. Okay, so I noticed that when I'm not showing up on social media, this is what's happening. Like, all we need to do sometimes is just sit and see what our own actions, like what we're doing with our own actions, and see, okay, I need to improve this. I need to not do this anymore, or this is not working anymore. Let me figure out a new strategy. Let me figure out a new way for me to approach my customers. Let me find new areas where I can do pop-up shops. Maybe I need to do some collaborations with some people, and maybe I'll collaborate with some salons. Maybe I can be in the mall, like just different options. And we could just look at the things that we're doing and see what doesn't work, and you see where we can use improvement. Because most of the times, and I'm speaking for myself, I'm not just speaking for you, I'm speaking for us as a collective, we know what we need to do. We know what we need to do. It's just the fact that we're not doing it, right? I know how I need to show up. Am I showing up the way I need to show up? Am I showing up live every time I say that I want to go live? Am I showing up? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I doing the work? Is the question. So I want to ask you guys, are you doing the work that you need in order to reframe? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Angie says, I don't. My husband had to make me calm down because I was doing too much. Got you. Got you, got you, got you. But I still know I can improve some of my marketing. Got you. Got you, got you, got you. Is there anything that you can do? Just looking at your work ethic now, just looking at your habits now, is there anything that you can do that will help you to improve? Again, for me, it's definitely going to be a lot of organizing. For me, it's going to be a lot of writing out my schedule and following my schedule, and stop allowing myself to move things off my schedule, or stop allowing myself to do tasks that are not going to help me get to the big goal or to the end game, right? Because there's a lot of the times that I'm doing little things that have nothing to do with what has to happen, and it's taking up my entire day. Like, we don't have all of the time in the world. As much as we like to think that, we're going to have time and we have tomorrow and we're going to be able to do all these things, as much as we like to think that, that's not the truth. Right? We don't have all of the time in the world. And then when you look at somebody successful and they'll say, well, we got the same 24 hours. What are you doing with your 24 hours? You got to sit there and think, what am I doing with my 24 hours? What am I doing with my 24 hours? Where is my 24 hours going? And let's say 12 of these hours is your working hours. What am I doing? What do I have to show for it? What can I say that I have received from me doing this for 12 hours? What did I do? Right? How did I move the needle forward? And we need to start really paying attention to that. We need to assess what is going on in our 24 hours a day. Right? I'm trying to figure out the algorithm because sometimes certain platforms don't see our lives. Well, I wouldn't go so far, and everybody is talking about now is the algorithms. I wouldn't go as far as saying the algorithms. I would say go be more consistent. Be more consistent. And if you are going to go live and you know that it's not being picked up in the algorithm, then inform your audience that you're about to go live, right? Inform your audience, send them an email, say on this day we are going live at this time, join us here. We will have an exclusive discount if you join us da 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 da, or we'll be giving away something, or we'll be doing something, just a sweet carrot, just something sweet enough for them to bite and say, you know what, let me go over here and let me join you and see what you got going on. Let me see what's popping over here on your live. Let's see what Angie got going on her live that we need to see. But don't just go live and say, okay, nobody showed up. No, go live and tell everybody you about to go live and remind them that you're going live. Right? Remind them you're going live. If you know that you're going live a week earlier. Good morning, Kimberly. Good morning. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, girl. If you know that you are going to go live, then send out that email, right? If you know a week in advance. If you know that you plan on going live 2 times a week, schedule out those 2 times, right? Put it in your if it's Instagram, you can schedule out your live, which will keep them reminded, right? And have a countdown as well. Also, do something a day before. Let them know, hey, we're going live a day before. Don't miss out. We're going to do a giveaway. We're going to give you a discount. We're going to give a freebie. We're going to do something. Do it a day before. And then maybe 15 minutes before you go live, because maybe they forgot. Send out something 15 minutes prior and let them know, hey, we are about to go live. Good morning, Kelly. How are you doing this amazing morning? Let them know that you are about to go live, and that way you will already have some of your audience showing up, and encourage them to talk to you, encourage them to hit those emojis, encourage them to put ones or yeses or something in the chat that is going to have the comments going up, because then it'll show that people are engaging with you and they want to watch what you have, right? And so do that ahead of time, and you'll be able to at least have some structure and have some audience there. And also the consistency is going to be the less struggle, right? That is the struggle for everybody. Being consistent. A lot of times people say they want to show up a certain amount of times, but you're not showing up that amount of times, right? And then you're okay with that because your audience don't know that you were supposed to show up that many times. But hold yourself accountable to your emails, right? So if you send out your emails and you're saying, I'm going live 2 times a week, I'm going Monday and Wednesday at 7 o'clock, and I'm going to be doing this consistently for the month of whatever, then your customers will automatically know that they're already on alert. They'll know what to look for, and when they see that next email, or they'll keep in mind, oh yeah, you said you was doing a giveaway on this live. I got to be at this live, or whatever. Even sharing it out, right? Because again, it's going to create some momentum for you to already have some people that are already aware that you are going live. Yes, 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 and yes. Let me know if you with me. Let me know. We cleaned our workspace yesterday. Yes, 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 yes. We were very you. Okay? Okay. I'm so happy you are here, Kim. I know it's super early. So, yes. So we were talking about reframing. So we ended up talking about going live and stuff like that, but reframing, look at what's not working, look at what's not serving you, what lessons can you learn from the things that you are doing, what can from what you've been doing so far, what have you learned, where can you do better, where can you focus more on things that are going to produce revenue, what can you do so that you can bring in more people, what can you do so that people can share your content more? Are you even asking people to share your content, right? People may not be sharing your stuff. You're like, oh, people don't share my stuff. You may not even be asking them to share anything. If you're not asking them to share anything or post anything or tag somebody, they're not going to do it. You may have people who are your diehard fans and your family and, family members that'll do it for you because, they're trying to support. But you need to be telling that to everybody. Everybody needs to like and share. Everybody needs to like, comment, and subscribe. Everybody needs to be doing that, right? Whatever that situation is for whatever platform that is, right? Have people share it. Have people comment. Have people, have the engagement going on, because that is what we're really lacking when we're talking about the algorithm in, and on these social media platforms, is the engagement. We don't have the engagement, and we need to get more engaged with our customers and our followers. Yes, yes, and yes. Let me know. Let me know. I'm good. You look so beautiful today, Miss Nikki. Thank you so much, Kelly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is your topic today? My topic today, we are talking about reframing, reprioritizing, and reinventing, because we are all on a factory reset right now. Something that I have observed with all entrepreneurs right now in this particular season. There are some entrepreneurs that are doing really, really, really well, and there are some entrepreneurs right now that are really struggling, especially seasoned entrepreneurs. They are struggling right now because it just feels like the season is changing too quickly, or they just are not able to easily transition into the changes, and they have to start to adapt. And so if you have to reset, then it is okay to reset. And I also said that it's okay to restart anytime you need to. Anytime you need to start over, feel free to start over, because you are allowed to say, I've tried something, it didn't work, let me try a new way. I tried to work this out, it didn't work out this way, let me try another way. Or I see what I did wrong, now let me fix that. So that is what we're talking about today. It's all about resetting and being comfortable in that, and also knowing that you are not alone out here in this world, while everybody else seems to be like they're doing so well, and sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're not, right? She said, me too. 6 a.m. is a struggle, but I am here. I know that's right. I know that's right. Brand reps. I have so many questions. Okay. What's your question for brand reps? Let me see. I never asked anyone to like, share, or comment. I'm on it. Yes. Like, how would your word get out if you're not telling people to share it? Right? When you see a celebrity, and let me tell you something, Rick Ross, 50 Cent, major people that I know that are promoting every single day. They promote their brand no matter what, every single day. If you have my whatever it is, because they both have liquors, but if you have my whatever, post it, send me a picture, tag me, da 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 da. I'm using it every day. I'm having it with my I'm having it a mimosa with this right now. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. They're showing you what they have, and they're telling you, if you doing it, I'm inspired. I mean, I'm encouraging you to show me what you got. Right? You have my product. Show me. Right? If you have my product, show me, and I'm going to share it. I'm going to share it on my platform, and people are like, oh, Rick Ross is going to share my stuff. Oh, 50 going to share you. Do it. Do it. People feel a type of way when they see their stuff on somebody who they feel is a celebrity to them, right? And a lot of the times, even as a makeup artist, they used to send us free products, right? And when they send us a free product, they want you to either, show the brand. They don't want you to just use the product. They want you to show the brand, because it's going to encourage other people to show it. And other people are going to share what they did with the brand because they're watching you, right? And so your customers will be doing the same thing. If you're asking your customers to share their unboxing, if you're asking them to show where do they place your product in their homes, if you're asking them to share with a friend, or why do they love it, or whatever, other people are going to be encouraged and inspired to do the same thing, right? Because they feel like, oh, I would like for my stuff to be to be showcased. Oh, I would like for everybody to know how much I enjoy this product as well. Oh, this is what we're doing. Oh, let me get on it, right? And so we have to be the people that are going to talk about, like, yes, please share my products, please show me where you would put my candle in your home. Give us a good idea. What do you do with your candle vessel when it's empty? What do you do? Or maybe I'm going to give you some suggestions, and I'm going to encourage you to give me some suggestions on what you can do. I can't think of everything. So if I can't think of everything, tell me what you think is good, right? Some people use them to make to pot their little succulents. Some people may use it to put their makeup brushes in. Some people might put it on their desk. Some people might take the label off and add some other stuff on the vessel itself. Like, there's so many different things. You can show somebody how to jazz up that vessel to make it something that they could put in their home, so that they could repurpose that thing, right? And so it'll be multi-purpose, right? It'll serve as a candle, but after you use this candle, if I don't sell refills, if after you use this candle, you could also use this candle jar to do this. It is too pretty to throw away. If you guys are out there with these beautiful candle vessels, right? Show people other things that they can do with these candle vessels if you don't have refills. Right? If you don't have refills, show them other ways that they could utilize these things. But again, if you're not telling people, if you're not encouraging people to share, if you're not sharing with them and saying, talk to me and engage, people are not going to engage. They're going to consume what you got, and then they're going to leave. They're not going to take action, right? So taking action is going to be very, very, very important, right? Let me see. Yes, yes, and yes. Hey. Am I allowed to ask brand reps to sign NDAs and non-competes? Yes. If that is how you want to structure your business, you can. You can. Anybody that's doing business with you should always sign an NDA. I am not a lawyer. I do not give legal advice, but I am very close with an attorney, and the attorney states, and she also has a business, that you should always have people sign NDAs, because if you're ever doing business with somebody, you want to make sure that that is taken care of up front, first and foremost. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes, y'all. Let me know if y'all feeling me. Let me know if y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Let me know if y'all picking up what I'm putting down. So, and I'm just talking about you. You're gonna live a whole long life, Patricia. A whole long life. So, right now, from what you know, from what you gather from your business, what things can you do that is going to help you in your business, right? I'm gonna reflect on my business. I know that this is what I've done, and this worked and this didn't work, but now I know how to move forward. What is that thing? What's that? Now I know how to move forward. What's that thing that you're going to apply to your business? Let me know in the chat. Again, for me is going to be organization, and it's going to be planning, and sticking to the schedule. That is going to be what I need to do, right? And also always consistency, right? As long as you're consistent, even if you don't see the sales right now, even if you don't see the traction right now, but if you stay consistent, something is going to shake. Something is going to happen, right? You put a seed in the ground, right? As long as you have good soil, as long as you are consistently watering this seed, something is going to happen. And you may not see it in the first 2 weeks, right? But something is happening within that tiny little seed, in the dirt, in the darkness. Things are happening. No, we don't see it on the surface yet, but something is happening. I am consistent with watering this seed, and I know something is going to happen, unless it's a dead seed, right? And then nothing is going to happen. But if it's a good seed in good soil, we water it consistently, something is going to happen. It is going to take time, but there's going to be something that sprouts up out of the ground. Yes, right? And as long as we are consistent with nurturing it, it is going to then produce fruit, right? And if it produces fruit and we consistently nurture this plant, it is going to bear fruit that we can harvest. Yes. And so, no, you don't see it in the potential of the seed. No, you don't see it when it's in the dirt and in the ground. You don't see anything happening. But as long as you are consistently taking care of it, as long as you are consistently taking care of yourself and nurturing yourself and seeing, okay, so this didn't work and this is what I need to do. As long as you're consistently showing up, something is going to happen. Things are going to start to move for you. Yes, 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 and yes. Let me know if y'all with me. Let me know if y'all with me. Let me know. Yes, you want to live a long life, girl. I was just talking about NDAs. Just talking about NDAs. So what is the thing that you need to reframe? What is the thing that you said? Like I said, it's something that didn't work. It's something that worked, but you know this is what you need to do in order for you to move your business forward. What do you need to do? What is going to change with you? Let me know in the chat. And while I wait for you guys to tell me what's going to change with you, we are talking about reprioritizing. Reprioritizing. It is very important for us to do the first things first, right? There's an order to a way that we do certain things, right? And sometimes things work and they don't, sometimes they work and the order is changed a little bit, right? And something may work for somebody may have done something backwards, but it still ends up working for them. But they still have to, figure out, okay, so how did this work? Some people just come out with a hit something, it seems like a hit something immediately, right? And so they didn't have to nurture the audience and do all the things that they need to do. And so they don't understand, what they had to do because they came out and it was already a pop. It was already a bop for them, right? But some people had to do the work. Some people had to cultivate their audience. Some people had to figure out, what their sound was. Some people had to, you know what I'm saying? Like there's different journeys for everyone, and everybody's journey is going to be different. But in the end, you're always going to have to figure out how to maintain these people that's in your funnel, these people that are in your network, these people that are in your community. You're always going to have to figure out a way to communicate with them. You're always going to have to figure out a way to create advocates. There's always going to be that, and it's always going to be some form of communication. If you're not communicating with your people, if you're not speaking the same language, they are going to leave, right? And you may have created that bop, but if you don't know how to speak to those people, guess what? When that newness dies off, they are going to be going with it too, right? They're not going to sit around because you don't know how to speak to me, right? And you don't know how to speak to me because immediately you are a success, right? And so now you got to go back to the drawing board so that now you can see, how do I cultivate these relationships? How do I build a relationship with these people? Who are my people? I don't even know. I just got these people and they just was a bunch of people. They may not be the type of people that I need because my music may be changing. Like I don't went to music, but you still get what I'm saying, right? My people may not be everybody, and I have to find out who my people are. So you still have to go back and see what are the building blocks, right? The building blocks are always going to be the same. We're all going to need the building blocks. We're all going to need a strong foundation. We're all going to need some kind of communication. We're all going to have to be able to use some kind of social media, or if not social media, some ad placement or some way for us to be recognized. We're all going to need to be able to do that. We're all going to need to be able to be to take care of our finances. We're all going to have to need, like, there's things that are going to have to take place in business that you have to take care of, that those are the steps. But we have to start, and like I said, sometimes they may be out of order, and that's okay. You're still going to have to figure those things out. And so by prioritizing what's important, you'll be able to see, all right, I need to make sure that I get this done. I need to make sure that that is done before anything else, right? Because a lot of the times, again, we will be spinning our wheels doing things that are not going to help us, or spending the whole entire day doing something that is not going to help you. It's not going to benefit you. It's not going to make you any money. It's not going to build a better relationship with your customers. It is not going to help you financially. It's not going to help you on the back end. It is not helping you at all, right? And so, but you just wasted an entire day doing nothing, doing something that you could have delegated to somebody else. Yes. So we need to prioritize. We need to prioritize. So Kim says, for me, it's purge, realign, reintroduce, and engage. Yes, 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 and engage in caps. Absolutely. Absolutely. We think people want our stuff so bad. They don't care. They don't care about our stuff. They don't want it so bad. They may want a candle. They may want a soap. They may want, but they don't want that. They want what I could give. They want what I could sell. They are buying the story. They are buying, into what they think that this thing that you have can do for them. If you're not doing a good job of communicating that, then we're missing the mark somewhere. And then engagement is definitely something where, we all need to work on, right? Instead of just ding, 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 right? Where's the value? What do I get with this, right? Are you teaching me something? Are you giving me something? Is this going to make my life better? How is this making my life better? Right? And so we need to reprioritize, figure out what we need to do. What's our challenges, right? What opportunities can we seize? What is the clear path? Do we need to see, okay, so this didn't work, so now I need to carve out a new path. I need to carve out a new direction. I need to carve out a new lane because this didn't work for me. And so I'm stuck right here. So I am going to pivot and I'm going to go in this direction, and I'm going to make sure that I have clear goals that I'm setting for myself now. And with these clear goals, I refuse, I will not allow myself to deviate off of my path by doing things that are not going to serve me, that are not going to bring me money, that are not going to build relationships with my customers. Yes? Let me know if you guys are with me. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I wrote focus on high impact activities. Why? Because not all activities are going to help produce results. Not all activities are going to help you move your business forward. Not all activities are activities that you need to do. Maybe they're activities that somebody else can do for you. Maybe there's an activity that you could barter with somebody else. You could do something for them to do something for you. You know what I'm saying? So that is not something that is going to be a financial strain or something like that. But what are you doing that is not going to be producing the results that you need, right? We need to start prioritizing those things and move those out the way. We need to move those out the way. So what else do I have? I have adapting, right? And again, we are experiencing a huge shift right now. It's a huge shift. I don't understand how collectively as entrepreneurs, and like I said, it doesn't matter no matter what level of entrepreneurship, everybody in this season right now, well, mostly everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people are feeling this shift. And some people are quicker on the adapt than others. So they're already, they seen something, they forecast and they see it. And so they are moving the way they need to. They're making the changes that they need to. They're cutting back where they need to. They're slimming things down where they need to, right? But some people could see that. Some people don't see it until they're in it. And even when you're in it, you still have to realize I cannot be so hung up on what this is and the way that I thought that I was going to move or what success looks like for me. I can't be so hard on that path that I don't see other options, right? So it's like 3 + 3 is 6, but also 5 + 1, also 4 + 2, right? There's other ways to get to 6, right? And it doesn't just have to be 3 + 3, right? And so we need to be able to have that kind of flexibility. We need to also think about that when we are, times start to get hard and we're like, okay, I got to change something. I got to do something differently. Okay, sales are not coming in the way they used to. I need to do this. Okay, so sales are not coming in on my website. Maybe I need to do some more pop-up events. Holiday season is coming up. This is the perfect time for me to be outside in the street. So, okay, so the website is slow, but this is the perfect time for me to be out in the streets doing these holiday pop-ups. So I'm gonna spend my time there because that is going to help, that's going to remedy my slow website, right? This is another stream of income for me. Maybe I need to go ahead and put my shop on Etsy. Maybe I need to go ahead and offer my wholesale. Maybe I need to go ahead and start monetizing because now I see that there's a pivot and I need to pivot with the times. And if I'm sitting here just thinking all my money and everything's going to just come from my website and I see that it's slow and I'm not doing anything that's going to generate any business, then I need to look at other options. I'm going to still sell my product on Etsy. I'm going to still sell my product at a pop-up shop. I'm going to still sell my product on any of these live shop channels. I can still do those things, right? But I could still be generating income while I'm doing other things. I'm not so hung up on it just being money coming in from our website. So we have to be able to, and me and Patricia, we did a whole series on the power of a pivot, right? We did a whole webinar on the power of the pivot. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to say, things are changing. I need to change with it. Or if you don't change with it, you're going to be left behind. And that is not what we want for anybody, right? That is not what we want for anybody. So, reprioritizing is definitely a must. And in order for you to be successful in your business, in order for you to have longevity in this thing, you're going to have to reprioritize and readjust and make some changes, because again, the seasons are going to change. The seasons change for everybody. You're going to have your good season. You're going to have your bad seasons. You're going to have your okay seasons. Like, you're going to have seasons. Everybody has seasons in their business, no matter what business you have, right? And it's the thing that's going to be the difference is how you are going to adapt in those times. Are you going to be resilient? Are you going to persevere? Are you going to make sure the things that need to be done are the things that you focus on, right? And you need to prioritize those things that need to be done that is going to help you move the needle forward. Yes, yes, and yes. Let me know if y'all with me. Let me know if y'all with me. And so the last one is to reinvent. And while I'm waiting for y'all to tell me, if you with me, the last thing is reinvent. So you may have to rethink some things, right? Some things you may want something to look different. I don't need to rebrand a whole bunch of stuff, right? I may just need to revamp some stuff. I may need to reinvent a product. I may need to reinvent myself. I may need to reinvent my messaging, because maybe I feel like my messaging is not hitting the way I want it to hit, and I'm not targeting who I need to target. So now maybe I need to reposition myself so that I can see how I can hit these people. How can I speak to these people? Where can I meet them at? Because I'm not doing a good job. So if I'm not doing a good job on trying to find my people, I'm going to have to do something, because there's something in me that's not connecting to them. And so maybe I need to do a little more soul searching and see how can I connect to my people. Yes, 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 and yes. What are some live shops? You got the pop shop. You got TikTok shops, TikTok live. You could do your shop on that. You could do Facebook live, and you could sell on those platforms. Definitely. So those are the three that I know offhand. Those are the three that I know offhand. And so if you need to reinvent yourself, again, another thing that is okay. I know that we have Kim, she just redid her labels, right? And so her messaging is still the same. She's still West Side, no, she's still West Coast girl, and she's still representing Cali to the fullest, right? But she changed the look of it. She changed the aesthetic of it, right? And so now she's reinventing, because now she wants it to have a certain feel. She wanted to have a certain, you know what I'm saying? And so you may have to do that. You may have to do that. And again, another thing that is okay. Another thing that is okay. Let me see what I have here, because I don't want to miss anything. I said you have to adapt, evolve, and remain relevant in a dynamic and competitive market. You need to, a lot of the times we're not looking at our competitors. We need to see what they're doing. Right? This is something that Senya said from Girlpreneur. We need to look at our competitors. We need to study our competitors, not copy anything that they're doing, not you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not reinventing the wheel. We just want to see where they're missing the mark. We just want to see what they're doing to connect. We need to know what they're doing great, and we need to know what they're doing wrong, and we need to know what they're lacking, so that when we're trying to when we want our message to hit hard, that we are hitting all those spots. Right? That we are hitting all them spots. So we are going to have to do some research. We're going to have to do some research on our competitors and see what it is that is missing. What people are asking for things. What are people asking for? What are they asking for that you can provide? Right? What can you provide? Candle season is almost here. That's right. All you got to do is hold on. hold on, little buddy. Hold on, little buddy. Just a little while longer, right? Just a little while longer. You'll be able. This is the time when everybody, for Q4 is the time when everybody is able to pull something out. And sometimes it don't even have to really be, and I'm not even gonna go there because that's gonna take me off where I'm going with you guys building your brand. So I'm not going to even suggest this, but you're able to just do so much with the holiday season because people are looking for products. They're looking for products that they can get quickly for their family members that they're going to love, make it seem like it's unique, personalize it, all those things. You can provide them. Us as small product makers, we are able to personalize. Do not lose out on the fact that you are able to personalize things for your customers. Don't be afraid to ask your customers what do they want. Don't be afraid to ask them what kind of scents they like. Don't be afraid to ask them what kind of products can you offer, right? You have the opportunity and you are in front of your customers. Ask them these things, right? And again, you may have to change the look of some things. You may have to change the way you are coming across, right? You may not be as sometimes people don't see me as a warm, fuzzy person, right? They may see I'm too bossy and controlling, and I may be missing the mark somewhere. Maybe I'm being a little too harsh. Maybe I'm focusing on a little bit too much of the street or too much of the hood or whatever. Maybe that's what I'm focusing on, and maybe that's why people don't get me, and maybe that's why people don't see the real in me. Maybe they see a hard, you know what I'm saying, like a hard, bitter city girl, and I'm just making stuff up. But you know what I'm saying? Like if I need to, and if that's not what I want people to see of me, then that may be something that I need to reflect on and say, what about my character is making people feel that I am this way? Because if a bunch of people are perceiving me to be this way, then I'm clearly coming across that way. I don't feel like I am. So what am I doing so that I can come across softer? What am I doing so I can come across more what's the word I'm trying to look for, engaging, or approachable? What can I do to become that if that's not what they're getting, right? And so I may have to reinvent myself a little bit, right? I'm gonna still be me, I'm gonna still be real, but I may have to change my approach. I may have to change the language a little bit, right? Because it's not connecting, right? The end goal is for me to connect with my audience, who my audience is, who my dream customer is, whoever that is, what that looks like. That is my end game, right? And if I'm doing a poor job of communicating, it is my job to reinvent myself and to fix it. Yes? Yes, yes, and yes. Let me know if y'all with me. Let me know if you with me. Let me know. And I also wrote, reinvent for an entrepreneur goes beyond just being able to adapt, right? It embodies the proactive pursuit of transformation and growth, right? I am growing, so I cannot be the same as I used to be. Let's start with Bubble Babes University. I can't be the same way that I used to be in the beginning because I am growing. Things are growing. You know what I'm saying? Like we have a different group, a different dynamic. And so I'm going to have to adapt, right? I'm going to have to be able to adapt to how I'm approaching everybody, how I communicate with everybody. I am going to have to do that in order for me to for people to resonate with what I got going on, right? So it's about transformation and growth. It's about embracing change, harnessing creativity, and daring to challenge the status quo. Right? You need to check and see what's going on in the market in order for you to even be competitive. If you don't know what's going on out there, yes, you can dance to the beat of your own drum, but you still need to know what's going on out there. You still need, like, let's say pumpkin spice. We always come to pumpkin spice, right? Because pumpkin spice season is here, right? So pumpkin spice, people are always going to gravitate towards pumpkin spice, right? They may not even like pumpkin spice, but they're programmed for fall to be pumpkin spice, right? They're programmed. And you may say, well, I don't like pumpkin spice, and so I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna do sweet potato pie or whatever. That's not trending. That's not popular. And I'm not saying it is, right? I'm just using it as an example because you could do sweet potato pie. But people are going to be like, you may not have the audience to adapt to that, right? And so you have to go with what the trend is going to be, right? And so you have to see how you're going to stay competitive. If you know Bath and Body Works is selling this pumpkin apple marshmallow candle, and you know that people love that thing, how can you get those people to love what you got too? Maybe you're gonna offer a pumpkin apple marshmallow room spray, or maybe you're going to offer a whole set, or maybe you're going to offer a free air freshener or something. But you got to stay competitive. You got to stay competitive. And how you're going to stay competitive is doing your research. Doing your research, which is another R word. Another R word, right? I mean, R-E, reword. There's a little girl making bracelets that goes live on IG and sells. Let me tell you something. Them people out there, they go. They go, they go, they go. Yes, yes, and yes. Changing the labels was a job, but so necessary to reach my target of mature looking my target of mature woman looking for uncomplicated luxury with simple details. Okay, come on. Uncomplicated luxury. Let's get it. The feedback has been amazing, but I need to prioritize my engagement. So they talk about my products out loud. Absolutely, right? Because they can talk to you all day in your DMs. We need them to talk about it and telling all their friends, right? We need everybody to talk about it and tell all your friends. So today we focused on reframing, reprioritizing, and reinventing, right? And so when you face, I have the challenges here. So when you face setbacks, ask yourself, what could you do differently? So in the part when we say we're reframing, what have you done that you can do differently? Right? What have you done that you know is going to help you produce results? What is going to help your business grow? Reflect on that and start making those changes. Have a meeting with yourself. Have a meeting with yourself and start writing these things down. This is what I've learned in business, and this is what I know that I could do, but that's going to help me, because if you've been in business this long, you've got some kind of experience that lets you know what works and what doesn't work. You know how you can communicate and how you can show up. You know what needs to be done and what a time sucks. You know that, right? You don't need somebody to tell you that. You don't need to hear it in a book. You don't need to see it in a video. You already know that these are the things that are not working for you and these are the things that are. So sit down, analyze, and write that. Have a meeting with yourself and write those things down. Reprioritize. Again, remember we were talking about getting your to-do list together in the Eisenhower matrix, doing, putting everything in 4 quadrants and saying what's the most important thing to do, what's secondary, what's not important at all, what's something that I can delegate. Putting your task in the order that you prioritize it is going to help you to do the things that matter most first. Yes, 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 and yes. All right. And so lastly is reinventing, right? This is the perfect time for you to innovate, and this is the perfect time for you to experiment and try new things. Why? Because this is the holiday season. This is the time for you to create your bundles. This is the time for you to get creative with your offerings. This is the time for you to get creative with the way that your product looks, as far as your labels are concerned, or the way you want something to look, what your gift boxes are going to look like, what are your offerings, those type of things. This is the perfect time for you to be innovative and for you to grow. Why? Because again, people, if nothing else is going on in the economy, people are always going to celebrate life. People are always going to celebrate occasions. It may not be on a grand scale, but they're always going to celebrate an occasion. Life is always going to happen. Somebody's always going to say that somebody for their birthday is going to need to be special. Somebody is always going to celebrate somebody's, a baby shower or a christening or things like that, or somebody's promotion. People are always going to celebrate somebody. Somebody always wants somebody else to feel special. Like this event meant something to somebody, right? And so this is the perfect time for you to be innovative. This is the perfect time for you to start seeing what you need to do. You had enough time to see what you did in the past, and you have enough time to see what you need to do. Now, how am I going to hook these people? How am I going to keep these people here? Right? You love my holiday stuff, but now I need to hook you on my regular stuff, right? I need to hook you and I need to get you in my funnel. I need to talk to you. I need to get your email information. I need for you to, have conversations with me. I need for you to engage. I need for you to share. Oh, you bought this for somebody? Share that. You know what I'm saying? This is the perfect time for that, right? So think of, and this is another thing, have this meeting with yourself. Think of ways to get your holiday stuff together, because you should be planning now, or you should be already in the process, right? What can you do that is going to make you stand out? What can you offer with what you have? And this is a perfect segue for me to say that I have my new sugar scrub class up, right? And you are able to get my sugar scrub class. My sugar scrub class is only $29.99. It is one of the simplest, easiest products that you are going to ever make, right? You're going to perfect it the very first time. You're not going to have to, oh, I need to get my swirls right. I need to do, you're going to have it perfected that very first time that you create that product. It's going to be ready to be labeled and put in a box. If you want to put it in a box, or take a picture and put it on your website, it's going to be ready to go. I also told you how you can sell it just retail, how you can do it wholesale, and also how you can create DIY kits that you are going to be able to use for the holidays. Now, people as entrepreneurs, they can use it. People who are having activities at work, they can use it. People that are looking to do something for the holidays can use it. $29.99 is nothing. You can make that in selling my lip glosses. My lip scrubs are, I think, $12.99. I sell 3 of those. I already bought the class. Right? 3 of those I already bought the class. So I'm telling y'all, these are things that you can add on. This is something that could be a freebie. This is something that you could do as a giveaway. This is something that you could say, oh, this is for your self-care. I'm introducing this to my product line. This is something that you can add that's not going to take you no time to do. None at all. Right? You don't have to wait for something to cure. You don't have to wait for something to come. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to wait for anything. It is going to be ready immediately and quickly. You can make this within 15 minutes. 15 minutes. It does not separate. It doesn't, it is a, when you use the lip scrub, your lips stay moisturized and hydrated. You don't even need a lip balm afterwards. You can lick it off. You can wipe it off. It is something, I'm telling you, it's a scrub that my customers love. I'm letting you guys know. I shared the recipe with you guys. I will probably do a freebie where I'll show you guys how to do a label and how to do the boxes. But that is it. That is all. Like, I'm just saying, maximize. This is the time. This is the time. Let me see. We should do orders of our brands for ideas. Oh, let's do it. Let's do that, Patricia. Let's do it. I didn't do it yet. Don't down on the pumpkin spice. I know you love your pumpkin spice, and you probably wearing your pumpkin spice shirt already. I'm such a lover of pumpkin spice. People are always like, that's so basic, but pumpkin spice sells out every time in our candles. Pumpkin spice is major, and I think it's just because everybody's like, pumpkin spice. It's major. Get on it. Pumpkin spice your way through fall. I'm telling you. I don't care if you do not like it. Pumpkin spice your way through fall. I love me some pumpkin spice. Okay? Okay, let's get it. Let's go. So with that being said, everybody, thank you so much for rocking with me. I hope today was a day that you got some information. Do not forget to have a meeting with yourself. Do not forget that you need to think about some things that you got going on, and think about what the plan is going to be from this moment on out, right? Because this time right now is a time for you to adapt. This time right now, the season done changed on us so quickly. It changed on us so quickly. You didn't have a chance to transition. You are abruptly into the cold weather, right? You didn't transition from summer to warmer weather, from summer to fall. You went from summer to winter, like abrupt, below zero temperatures, right? That is what we're doing right now. That's what's happening right now in this season of business for everyone. There was no transition, and so you're going to have to jump into it. You're gonna have to be like, oh, I was just wearing shorts yesterday. Guess I gotta put on my snorkel. Guess I gotta put on my coat. Guess I gotta put on my boots. I guess I gotta put on my hat and gloves. I guess I need to put on my scarf. It is time. It's time. We don't have time to be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna just wear a little jacket. Okay, so maybe I'll just wear my little Uggs. Those are cute. No, it's time for you to really get down into the nitty gritty and start putting on that stuff that's gonna keep you warm. That's going to keep you warm. And I hope that that analogy did not go over anybody's head. Right? Because now is the time. Times are changing. Again, they did not slowly change for you. You're going to have to make the changes. You're going to have to adapt and you're going to have to pivot. It's just what we got to do. And it's not a bad thing. This is a great time for you to see opportunity. This is a great time for you to see how you could be innovative. This is a great time for you to see other things that may work for you. You may have been so comfortable doing something some way that you don't even see an option to do something another way because you've been so comfortable doing it one way, but times change and now you got to pivot, right? And so when it's easier for you to pivot on a dime, my son plays football. It's easy for him to just turn real fast, right? Sometimes people can't because they're not light on their feet. You need to be light on your feet. You need to be able to pivot when you need to pivot. You need to juke them when you have to, right? You got to do what you got to do. It's business. It's business. This game is not for the weak. This game, it's not for the timid. You got to be out here and you have to be aggressive. You have to be aggressive. Why? Because things are going to change on you. Things are going to shift on you. And you got to do what you need to do. Yes? Let me know if y'all with me. Let me know if y'all with me. You know, we walk into Bath and Body Works and Yankee Candle to see what's trending. Absolutely. It helps with knowing what people are looking for and what sizes are trending. Absolutely. Absolutely. I have my pumpkin spice already. Okay. And I don't know, Patricia, how are we doing with the SLC supplies? But Patricia has a pumpkin waffles or a pumpkin pancake. Smells so amazing that you don't even have to just use for pumpkin. You can use it for any waffle or any pancake, but it smells so good. So yeah, if you want to go and check that out. Yes, it does. So I'm telling y'all, get with it, get with it, get with it. So yeah, we should definitely do audits. You guys, I am trying to get to 100K. I'm almost at 20.5. Okay, so I'm gonna need 5 more hundred so I can get to the 21. But listen, I need y'all to share these videos. I need you guys to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. I need y'all to tell everybody it's popping over here so they can join us over here. We are here Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. for Coffee with Nikki, your daily cup of information and inspiration. Tomorrow we are going to finish up and we are still going to be talking about the re's. I don't know which words I'm going to be focusing on tomorrow, but probably restructure is one of them. Research is another one. Those are two that I know that I want to focus on, but we'll see tomorrow. So today was all about what is that? What did I say? I almost forgot. I know we are resetting this whole entire week. So today is all about reframing, reprioritizing, and reinventing. That is what today is about. And have a meeting with yourself. Have a meeting with yourself and say, what are the things that are working for my business? What are the things that are not working for my business? What do I need to do? How do I need to show up more? And what does that look like for me? What is taking priority on my list of things here? Make sure that you prioritize your list. Make sure you get the things that need to be done first. And if there's anything that needs to be reinvented, if there's anything that needs to be revamped, if there's some part of you that is not connecting with your customer and is missing something, you need to look at yourself and see what that thing is, and so that you can bring it and bring it up 100%. Bring it 100%, because nobody can be you. That's your superpower. Nobody could be you. Nobody could be more you than you. So be you and show up. What do I need to do? How do I need to show up? I need to show up, period. A lot of us is not showing up. A lot of us are not showing up. Show up. Show up. Yes, yes, and yes. Not for the weak. We got this. That's right, Christina. It is not for the weak. Absolutely not. Thank you. Have an amazing day, everyone. Thank you so much, Kim, for joining today. I know it's super early, but I appreciate you, sis. I do. Already wearing my fall stuff. I know that's right. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Miss Lois. I had to have a talk with myself. I'm telling y'all, have that meeting with yourself. Have the meeting with yourself. I don't care if you need a glass of champagne, a glass of wine, a cocktail. I don't care what you need in order for you to sit down and have a meeting with yourself. And I mean, have a meeting with yourself, like a real meeting, right? Not just you just, oh, I'm just going to copy a few things. Like, no, really sit there and have a meeting with yourself. Like, these are the things I need to do. Because if your business does not, if your business is not successful, guess whose problem that is? Only yours. Only yours. If your business is not producing the results you want, guess whose problem that is? Only yours. If you're not showing up the way you want to show up, because it ain't just gonna happen, you gotta show up, right? If you say, "Oh, I want to show up on my social media more," and you don't even post anything, you sabotaging yourself. You sabotaging yourself. So you have a meeting with yourself, have a meeting with yourself, and get yourself together. Get yourself together. Yes? Yes, yes, and yes. So this is reset week. I think we may even go into, because there's so many rewords that work so well in this season, in this moment. I may even continue into summer next week, but tomorrow we are going to finish out strong. And get us together, because it is time, so we can be prepared for everything that's about to happen, for all this abundance, for all these amazing magical moments that we are about to experience, right? So with that being said, everybody, I will see you guys tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit subscribe, whatever that is. If you are watching the replay, please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with somebody who you think will enjoy what we were speaking about today. And yes, follow me on all social media. We are Bubble Babes University everywhere, and that's BABEZ everywhere. And I will see you guys tomorrow. You guys are so amazing. I appreciate you all so much. Have a beautiful and amazing and productive day. Bye, y'all.